Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing, this is like an all decks game, all this random stuff. This is the pain special. A, B, B, I, C, C, D, C, Z, D, E, E, D, E, F, F, R, G, G, 4, 5, 6, I, K, N, O, T, W, A, W, M, Z. Yeah, a lot of cards. So a little more reading than normal in the pick phase. Let's take a look. So we got Part-Time Builder, which I know is good. Chief, which I know is good. Stable Architect, eh. You'd rather have them fenced. Stables are much better when they're fenced. Lazy Sowman. Each time you decline an unconditional sow action, immediately place another person. Okay, I guess if you get something that gives you a sow action whenever you do something else, that would be good. Wood Expert. When you play this card, get 2 wood. Each improvement costs you up to 2 wood less if you pay food. So cheaper joinery, cheaper minor improvements. Minor improvements usually though only cost 1 wood, so food for wood's not as good. Soil Scientist. Whenever you use accumulation spaces, you can pay to get crops. Soldier, Stonewood Pear, bonus points. Sugar Baker, each time you sow bake, you can buy a bonus point for a food. Packaging Artist. When you play this card, get a grain. Each time you get a minor improvement action, you can bake bread instead. Nah. So, best card here, I think it's Part-Time Builder. I think Part-Time Builder is pretty good. I have no idea what's going to come back. And I don't know what I want to come back, to be fair. Okay. Well, we've got Field Doctor. Field Doctor is pretty reasonable. Clay Puncher. Whenever you use Occupation or take a clay, you get a clay. Nope. Fodderer in field phase of each harvest. Turn a grain for an animal. Nope. Village Elder is good. Stonecutter is reasonable. Probably not as good as Village Elder. Forest Owner. Forest Owner, nope. Hope nobody plays it. Don't like the cards that inject a whole bunch of wood into the game. Field Doctor. Field Doctor with Part-Time Builder is not really a good interaction because Part-Time Builder, of course, blocks you from going on the plow and field space. I think what I'm taking here is Cloister Dweller, because Cloister Dweller has a problem with point ceiling. Part-Time Builder basically single-handedly fixes that. And Village Elder, Stonecutter, I just have to keep in mind. And then here, Animal Catcher. Day Labor gives you 3 different animals. Wow. So pay 2 food to get 1 of each type of animal. That's a way to increase your point ceiling. Award winner, no, it's awful. Stone Buyer, no. Plowmaker, there's some combination with the Plowmaker and the Field Doctor for sure. If I have Cloister Dweller Part-Time Builder, I probably only want to do 3 fields. Any more than that hurts your Cloister Dweller. I like Family Father. I think it's pretty good. Each time you grow, you get a grain, and then also you get your actions in the following round buffed up. Although there is a ton of ways of getting grain in this set. Maybe I should just take Village Druid. Yeah, don't overthink it. Village Druid Part-Time Builder is an excellent combo. How can I pass a card that rewards me for playing lots of occupations? Interior decorator, nope. Leg worker. No. Field overseer, no. Hoof caregiver. This is actually a combo with there's a combo here with the father card, where if you get the cattle that you put out plus the grain plus the other stuff, that's like not bad. Game designer, wood, clay, reed, stone for 2 food and a bonus point at any time and as often as you like. Nope. 4 resources are worth way more than that. Let's take this hoof caregiver. Seems like it's the most playable. Yeah, I'm not sure. But the best cards are here. So I need to remember Field Doctor is not going to go on the build a room space. So there's 2 other players that I'm competing for that. And have I seen a lot of stage 1 occupations? Not particularly. I mean, I think I'm probably pretty happy going for the first fireplace, playing village druid, playing part-time builder, and then I should be able to grow at a fairly reasonable time. And in fact, with cloister dweller, I'm hoping to see late family growth because of cards like cloister dweller that let me reward me for setting up my farm the way I want it. Worth more. Lazy Sowman, no. Sugar Baker, no. Nope. Soil Scientist, nope. I think Soldier's the pick here. Soldier is another way to raise your point ceiling easily. I can consider doing only 12 fences with Cloister Dweller, and having generally low wood costs means I can have extra resources at the end of the game. Also, a 3-room house. You don't necessarily want to, like, going to a stone house is not really all that valuable. So, yeah. Well, Village Elder. I am amazed it came all the way back around. I don't think if I'm doing a small house, I don't particularly have a strong Village Elder game. Grain Speculator is an excellent card. So I think I just take Grain Speculator. Hoof Caregiver maybe doesn't get played. And I hope that Payne doesn't play Village Elder himself. But I can remember that he's the only one that can. Yeah, I don't like any of these. Animal Catcher, I guess. I guess the way I should look at it is you eat a sheep to get a boar and a cattle. Eat a sheep, get a boar and a cattle, which is fine. Okay, Cooking Hearth. Why is it called Cooking Hearth? Come on, people. Remodeling. 1 clay for each clay room and for each major improvement. Kind of interesting. Bartering Shack. Convert animal into building resources. Okay, so yeah, this looks like something with my soldier. I don't need to pick it first, though, I don't believe. Wooden Shed. I can probably take this. Yeah, it dodges the part-time builder hurt. It lets me do have room for 4 family members and still have a max cloister dweller. We're looking at Woodshed almost definitely. And Soldier, Cloister Dweller should give me plenty of point ceiling so that it doesn't hurt not being able to run out too much. Probiotic food, clay deposit. I mean, it's fine, but I don't need it. Candy room, nope. Dragonfly pond is good, but I'm not taking it over woodshed. Clay deposit. There's a lot of like take clay a whole bunch of time cards, which it's not really that reliable because there are only 2 clay accumulation spaces in the game. Okay, seaweed fertilizer. Whenever you sow, you get a green from the general supply. You can take a vegetable instead. This is excellent. Like, this is really an excellent card. Oh, I see. Not just clay. Okay. Sculpture. It's fine. I don't think I need it. Huntsman's hat. For each new boar you get from the effect of an action space. Wow, this is like the clunkiest text I've ever seen. You also get 1 food. That's some really ugly text. Just say every time you go on the boar space or whatever. Yeah, like, I don't know. Ooh, vertical agriculture. 3 field tiles in a column of your farmyard. Well, that obviously goes with my cloister dweller. Now the question is being able to sow 2 extra spaces, is that worth a card? Well, I don't need to pick it here. It's not better than seaweed fertilizer. We've also got tulip fields. No, don't need it. Sofa is something. Open gate is pretty good with village druid. I mean, I have a pretty clear path with open gate and village druid to getting a whole bunch of points. Marskok says open gate plus village druid. Yep. Yeah, it's a combo for sure. Now I do like eating those sheep, but I mean I can always play open gate later in the game. A card like seaweed fertilizer is really interesting. Lets you skip the take crop part of the game, but grain speculator kind of makes that redundant. I think we just take open gate here. Either sofa or seaweed fertilizer or vertical agriculture. I'd be happy with any of those 3 coming back. Not alms basket. Field maybe. Clay exchange no. Foraging no. Oyster recipe. Take the fishing. Have 1 pair of animals on your farmyard breed. That's something. Oyster recipe plus village druid plus open gate. There's something there. In the feeding phase of each harvest, use this card to exchange 2 grain to 2 bonus points and 4 food. That seems pretty good. Because what you do is you sow grain twice. So you're at 6, and then you use this effect twice. You've gone down to 2 grain, and you've gotten 4 points and 4 food. So you've turned those 2 points into another 2 points and 4 food each time. Yeah, craft brewery looks pretty good. The only problem is, yeah, you need to have another grain for that second harvest. But in terms of point ceiling, absolutely great point ceiling card. Market stall, remove a stable after the field phase of each harvest. Exchange a grain plus a fence for 5 food. That's something. I don't think I want to do that though. Yeah, market stall plus part-time builder is actually anti-combo because part-time builder forces you to have 4 stables in your supply. Abort Oriole. You can no longer play this card when any player has 5 or more cards in front of them. 2 clay for 3 points. That's something. quick 3-point boost at the start of the game. Once per round, pay a grain to place a food on the next 4. No. Mining hammer. Each time you renovate, build a steel free. No. Brickyard. Brickyard is interesting. Brickyard is interesting, especially if I can do cool stuff with it. Stone bank. Take stone. Oh, it lets you make improvements cheaper, similar to Stonecutter. Yeah, let's take this one. All right. Anytime if you have at least 3 planted fields, discard all goods from one of those fields to plow a field. Nope, don't need that. Immediately after each time you use a clay accumulation space, you can exchange 1 clay. Yep, so it is a clay accumulation space, Marskog. So clay deposit, I don't think I need to go on clay all that many times. It's not enough to make it this worth a card. Like, I mean, what? Is this going to be worth? This is going to be 2 food and 2 clay for 2 points? That's not really anything. You can get that from something else. I think what I'm doing is taking Bartering Shack here, especially because it's got a picture of Gilgamesh on here. Maybe it's a combo with my soldier at the end of the game, or I use it with my sheep. I turn the sheep into the reed that I need for wood shed. Like, there's a couple different things I could do here. Yeah, these are all pretty bad. Tulip Field is probably the most playable. More complete left rounds to play than you have unused farmyard spaces. I guess there's a pretty good chance I fill my farm in round 13, in which case Sculpture is playable. And this one, yeah, I don't think any of these are that good. Let's grab Oyster Recipe. I guess Oyster Recipe, I can look at it if I'm having my cattle breed. It's a way of getting food, in all likelihood. So like if I breed my cattle and get 2 food from the fishing, then it's like a 6 food action space. Okay, rollover can be fun, but I need something like acreage. Yeah, you're right. I need ways of planting more goods. I think this might be an ignore vegetable game, especially with a card like Craft Brewery. It might be sow 2 grain and then sow 1 grain, and then maybe have 1 incidental 2-point vegetable or no vegetables, depending on how things shake out. So I don't know if I introduced my opponents, playing with Payne, Sabosh, Bigfoot, and myself, of course. Sabosh is one of the best players on the site, far and away. And Bigfoot and Payne are... I mean, Payne's a great player, but he just tries random stuff. He doesn't have the same... He's not playing with the same... not playing for the same victory conditions that we are. Like, he definitely plays for fun. And part of the fun for him is trying different strategies, different combinations. Morskog says sowing 2 grain fields works fine with that card. In 2 harvests, you empty field and can repeat. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're only going to harvest an extra one from 1. That's right. I forgot about that. So I wonder if Sabosh got Field Doctor, if it got all the way back to him. If it did, that would be interesting. We're playing Village Druid here. Sabosh is the most recent world champion. Also, hello. Is he? Did Sabosh win? I thought Sabosh won. I thought there was a Japanese guy that won it. What? He won the 2017 championship. Ryusuke came second. Oh, Sabosh did win. Oh, good job. I must have posted something about that. I don't even remember. I guess that was 2 years ago. I can't remember. I've already forgotten. Seaweed fertilizer here from Payne. Seems good. And I get 2 clay back to me, which is awesome. Exactly what I wanted to see. So I can build that 2 clay fireplace. Hopefully get a whole bunch of sheep. Thanks, Sid. I totally had forgotten about that. Payne plays occupation forest reviewer. Uses the +2, +2, +4 wood. So I assume the 2 wood space, or take 3 wood accumulation space. So anytime anyone uses one of these 2 spaces, while the other of the 2 is occupied, you get a reed. Oh wow! So you just get a ton of reed, like almost a reed per round. Probably what, on average, 2/3 reed per round. Looks pretty good, especially if you have a way of making a big house. Interesting to see Sabosh go for the plow space with his first action. It's pretty surprising, honestly. This Sid says weird deck mix, revised and old cards together. Yep, that's Pain for you. Just put whatever sort of he feels like it. Reedstone Food is an excellent action, but 4 wood is also an excellent action. How do I not take 4 wood, right? And now he gets to go on 3 wood and get a reed, which is pretty excellent. Actually, I haven't looked into if there's any information about the 2019, or if there will be. Okay, well, occupation came all the way back to me, so I think I'm taking occupation. Especially because it looks like Sabosh with that pine forest play is just going to. He's obviously got field doctor, it looks like. So let's get this part-time builder out so Sabosh can start feeding me stables. And I get a sheep from the village druid. And now I very happily will build a 2 clay fireplace at any time. World Championships every 4 years, I think, but WBC is coming up, and that has a year. Yeah, that's the one that's like the U.S. based one, right? Or it's like it takes place in the U.S. It's like and people come to play like lots of different games, from what I recall. I think ad hoc. They play non-revised, yeah. I think ad hoc, who I haven't seen him on the site in a long time, but I know he's gone and competed at that World Board Gaming thing because he's posted about it, and he's from Toronto actually. I should talk. It'd be interesting to talk to him about going and competing, but I don't know if it would be worth going to just play one game. Seems a little dicey. I think Major Minor's safe. There's a chance that Pain will second action. There's a chance that Pain will second action Basket Maker's Workshop, but that doesn't seem likely, so I'm pretty sure I'm second action building the fireplace here. Ad hoc won once. Lumen was at the final table last year where the player... Oh, that's right. I heard about that. Montu is a regular participant. Cool. So there are a few people that I would know, or that have played with several times that would be going. So we've got a family father here from Sabosh with his... so that's how he's going to supply his game with clay. Pain gives me a field. Or Pain gives me the stable going on field. This is a super weird game. This is like a really weird game. Yeah. So I have the resources for wooden shed. So there's a chance that because there's so little pressure on the build room space, that Bigfoot decides not to build in round 4, which means me going after him have the option of building wood shed with my second action round 4. So I think that's probably what I should be looking at doing. Be interested to see what Sabosh does here with Pine Forest out. Yeah. Yeah, obviously he's setting up his field doctor. Bigfoot just takes the giant pile of wood, of course. No reason not to. Well, Pain's going to be pretty unhappy if I do this, but I don't see what my alternative is. I think what I just do is I just like kind of starve the game a little bit, and I do traveling players into 2 sheep. Because if I take traveling players, I'm pretty sure Pain is going to be forced into a day labor action, and then I can take 2 sheep and have them breed, which seems pretty good. Now they might be like, hey, why are you not building a room normally? Well, I'm not building a room normally because I have wooden shed in hand. Market stall. Grain plus a fence for 5 food. So there you go. Pain has absolutely no problems feeding anymore. Sabosh at 7. Bigfoot at 5. Yeah. So hopefully we see Bigfoot build a room here. I think it's pretty likely. If he does, then I can take the sheep, eat, and breed, or I can keep letting them accumulate and just build the woodshed room. And building the woodshed room would put a ton of pressure on the start player space, so that might be an okay option. And we've got Field Doctor here from Sabosh, no surprise. No surprise whatsoever. So, pretty sure Bigfoot is building 2 wooden rooms here. And so then I get my stable. Yep. So I think there is plenty of pressure on the build room space. I don't necessarily need to add to it personally. I have an option of the reedstone food, or I can 2 reed, or I can play an occupation. There's like a couple different things I can do here. 2 reed seems like an okay option. 2 reed gets me enough reed for my woodshed plus my 1 natural room. And then I can ignore the reedstone food space for the rest of the game. Sid says, hopefully round 6 family growth and Bigfoot start players. Yes, definitely. Definitely that's what I'm hoping for. I've also got this Abort Oriole card, but Bigfoot hasn't played a single card yet. I'm guessing Bigfoot might have... no, I saw Om's Basket, so he doesn't have Om's Basket. Or wait, is it any player? And when any player has 5 cards in front of them. Oh, okay, so Sabosh is actually 1 card away from blocking it. So probably I held on to it too long. So if I wanted to play it, I had to take it. Woodshed has to be played on major minor. That's correct. Yeah, force required to be played on it with a major action. Oh, Sabosh plays field, so that doesn't increase his played card count. Oh, field plus field doctor. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I really like that. I really like that. That's fun. So I'm probably looking at second action, major minor here. So what's my first action? If 4 wood comes to me, 4 wood is interesting. 5 clay is interesting. I could 5 clay into a board Oriole. We'll see what Bigfoot does. If Bigfoot 5 clay... Can I let Bigfoot 5 clay into major minor? I want Bigfoot to be forced to round 6 first action start player, so that the sequence is family growth, start player, something good for me. And what would that good thing be? Sheep provider. Okay. That's fine. I don't really care. 5 clay, 4 wood. A whole bunch of wood just got taken out of the game with this double build here. Yeah, probably the wood is fine. It lets me play on the... I can play on the build room space now, and my second action can be 3 sheep. So that's fine. So I still have both options of growing my family. And I have the stone for open gate. So if I can get that going, that would be pretty nice if I could do that. So that's where letting the sheep accumulate one more time would be appealing as well. Because let the sheep accumulate one more time, then I have an extra 2 food, which means that it's just like that much easier to let the sheep run away. Let's see what Bigfoot does here. I have to be careful that I don't lose the sheep, of course. 4 wood allows you to room block if Pain tries to jump. Yeah. That's a good point. That is an excellent point. Bigfoot plays the cooking hearth. Okay. That forces me into taking sheep here for sure. But I get a nice six clay action out of it. So that looks fine. Bosch plays sofa, so there's the sofa. Nice 4-point card for him. Seeing round 7 family growth is... Actually, I'm not sure how I feel about it now. Because with woodshed, I know on my round 7, after my occupations, I was saying late family growth is good for the cloister dweller. But with woodshed plus building a room normally, maybe I would rather have seen early family growth because I definitely want to grow twice normally. We will see. Oh, that also meant Bigfoot got the big 6 clay grab. So that's a little sad for me. I think what I do now is 3 wood? 3 wood or occupation. Let's go 3 wood. There's a chance occupation comes back to me. And if occupation doesn't come back, then I build a room or a major minor. Sid says Sabosh is winning now. With Sofa, yeah, he's certainly in a good spot. And that pine forest accumulating every round for him, certainly helping a lot. Interesting to see Payne do this. Building the room here, because Bigfoot will want to start player himself round 7. Unless we have a minor like Backdoor out there. I don't think we saw anything else that lets you jump in the family growth queue. Clay oven for Bigfoot. Where did he get that grain from? Oh, sheep provider, of course. Sheep provider giving a grain. That's why he did that. Grain speculator. So I get net +1 food because I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get +H. Payne says rules question. Lazy Soman, can he decline and get? Probably is the question. Do I need to be able to sow to refuse a sow action? I never remember how these work. I think probably you need to be able to use it. So if you take it and Sabosh is not responding to Payne at all, but instead responding to what I said. Oh, Lazy Soman. Oh, even if it is occupied. Ah, that's why. Okay. So he's questioning, does plow have to be occupied? So he can first action sow, second action Lazy Soman to grow next round as well. That's cool. So Payne plays the lazy showman here, but if he can bake, yeah, I think so. I think that works. Yeah, so Sid's saying, I think you can't take so bake at all if you can't use at least one of the actions. Yes, I agree with that, but if you can bake but not so, you're still declining. I agree with both those points. Key thing here, Payne is not able to do either with this action. With the first action here, he can't do either. He needs to get a way to bake, I think, for that to work. Sposh plays the mining hammer. So you pay 1 wood to get 2 stables. Pay 1 wood to get a food and 2 stables. That's awesome. This doesn't need the food. Why does it give a food? 2 free stables is good enough. Anyways. So I have the field miner in my hand now, so that's handy. 4 wood or 3 stone. 3 stone gets me the well. And I think I need to continue to increase my point ceiling. So 3 stone it is. Also, generally it gets me major improvements, and major improvements are points. So point ceiling move seems good here. I would like to open gate here, but I can't. Payne plays raspberries. I'm assuming that's on major minor. Or is he trying to go on family growth? I thought we just decided that he couldn't do that. So Bosch says, I think it was ruled at some point that you can occupation on so bake with some card even though you can't so bake or something. The freshman ruling. I have no idea what this freshman card is. I guess I should go look at it. Search. Is that a G6 card? Freshman, and each time you get a bake bread action, instead of taking the action, you can play an occupation without paying an occupation cost. Without any baking improvement or any other means available to bake a grain. What? Okay. You can only place your peep if you can legally do one of the two actions. Rulebook. Taking a replacement action. Wow. This seems kind of silly. Anyways, not really that important. What's going on here? Bigfoot took 2 sheep. Okay, there's 4 wood available. Bigfoot is obligated to first action family growth. It's all woodshed here. I like woodshed over build a room because it gives me the option to block the build room space. It seems bad. AG2, build a room, no one knows about shed. That's true. I guess the way I'm looking at it is in round 9, when Bigfoot is the only person who can grow. Then I can do stuff there. I need to feed 2 plus a sheep. I almost have all the wood I need with that move. And Payne says, can't say I agree with the ruling, but I will take advantage of it. Yeah, that seems just to go against everything the game. Like, the whole point, like, you can't, like, for example, I can't block someone going on sow bake unless I can physically sow bake myself, right? Like, the whole game is around based around the idea that you can't use these actions unless you actually have an ability to use the action. You know what I mean? And it seems like this totally goes against that. Also, I'm never getting these 2 stables, am I? The grain or the day labor stable. These guys have enough alternate food that they don't need it. And Payne's getting grain from his seaweed fertilizer. Sabosh gets it from his family father, and Bigfoot gets it from his sheep guy. Do I want to start player here? I could start player. I don't necessarily think I need to start player though if there's better actions available. Like, is plow a better action than start player here? Not necessarily. You don't grow if I don't start player. I know that, but if I build a room next round, then I guarantee myself round 10 family growth. And I'm pretty sure Payne is looking at plow into sow bake, so that he's going to grow here as well. I'm okay with round 10, round 11 growing. Like, that would be totally fine with me. So I wonder if I could even fence. But, no, I don't think I need to do that either. I think this is fine. Plow field. I don't need to grow. I'm in no rush. Getting the open gate out would be nice, but it's not a prerequisite. I think the big key for this game for me will be the craft brewery. Do I get enough points with craft brewery? I guess I could have built the well. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I totally forgot about building the well. Oh, now I'm giving it to Sabosh. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, no. What is he doing? Minor improvement. Bride's chair. Wow. 1 wood, 7 food. So that's why his first 2 moves were take food here. I guess if I knew about that card, I would have been able to anticipate that. Payne plays Plowmaker. Sure. Classic card. So Sabosh has the first action. What is he going to do with it? He could build the well. He might take 6 clay. He might take 5 reed. Although he doesn't really have a use for the reed unless he builds Basket Maker's Workshop. Basically like guest room, but can't be used for first start player and much less flexible. Yeah, the food cost is really prohibitive, which is very interesting. So now Sabosh has to feed in this round. So the thing is, so he probably has to take 6 clay because he needs to stone oven here, I think. And he gets to double grow too. Jeez. So he gets to do 2 actions at once here. So he could 6 clay, major minor stone oven. Cooking hearth, okay. So 6 clay into cooking hearth, it looks like. Not stone oven, which is really surprising to me. Nah, yeah, okay. I bet it's stone oven. If it's stone oven, that would make me very happy because there's a better chance that he goes on the 1 green space. What are you doing, Sabosh? Make up your mind. I guess I don't know what else he has in his hand, what the other factors are. I mean, for me, this is a slam dunk stone oven play. Because, like, stone oven is points, you want points. Bigfoot probably family growth, takes family growth. So then I can, oh, he blocked major minor, so I can't build the well either. Oh, that's sad. I want to be able to build the well. Sabosh can also block Payne using the So Bake space as well, forcing Payne into first action, so family growth. So now Payne built a room 2. I don't think not start playing there was good. Payne is going to grow this round though. I expect that he will grow this round with Lazy Soman. Of course, he needs to be able to. Actually, how does Payne feed? Payne just begs, doesn't he? Yeah. It was weird that Payne didn't do this. But that's okay. I'm definitely taking whatever food's available on the board because I want to starve my opponents. Yep. Maybe Sabosh will so bake his grain. I don't even know. Plow 2, okay. Now what happens if Sabosh does... Oh, Payne has the... Oh, I forgot. He has the card, this market stall. Right, I keep forgetting about this card. Letting him turn a grain into a fence into 5 food. So yeah, Payne is fine. He's going to sow into family growth here. Just as long as Sabosh doesn't do so bake himself. So Sabosh, if I think Sabosh will build... there you go. There you go. So now the question is Sabosh going to build the well? If Sabosh is going to build the well, I should go for the Basket Maker's Workshop. Because there's 5 reed here available here, which is really excellent. So I could afford to, with all the stone I have, build Basket Maker's Workshop and Sculpture and Open Gate. And then ignore stone and clay the rest of the game. Well, actually, Craft Brewery, I need 1 clay. But Bartered Shack could get me that. I just need stone generally. I need wood generally too. I forgot I have Soldier as well. So getting those resources is nice also. In fact, the well is less points than almost less points than converting with Soldier. Which is interesting. Yeah, Payne could start player, but he would start player to delay me 1 round. I don't see that as being good value for him. I think the 5 reed here is a good option. It also gives me the option of double building 2 rooms at once. 2 food, sheep. Payne grabs stone. Sposh takes a vegetable. He's showing grain on his farm, but I assume that's just a mistype. Hello, Shark the Saiyan. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for tuning in. This is a weird one. I'm delaying growing, and we're not sure if this is the right way to go, but it's an extremely food-tight game. Bride's Chair plus lots of people growing very quickly plus round 3 sheep says to me that, yeah, this is a very food-tight game. Oh, he just ate the vegetable raw. That's what he's saying. I see. And he's showing 1 food after the harvest, after feeding. Okay, so Sabosh just did a couple steps at once is all. That's fine. Payne plays Occupation Stonecutter. Okay. To look at probably building Stone Oven himself, maybe. Yeah, because I think what's going to happen now is there's just going to be no contest on the family growth space, and I've accumulated a bunch of resources, and I've also so like there's going to be 2 cattle available. 2 cattle is pretty nice. Should I grow here? I should probably grow here, shouldn't I? Yeah, just make sure I don't get delayed. If I get delayed any farther, it would start to be pretty sad. Let's play Open Gate. So now wood is in demand. Very highly in demand. So maybe I don't build another room. I could also only go to 12. That's also an option. I don't know. This is a hard one. This is a hard one for sure. Yeah, I guess the So Bake spot is not really that good for Payne, so he would prefer not to have to use his Lazy Sowman if he can avoid it. Payne plays Pottery. Okay. Just means that the well is not available for me to build here. I think probably, though, instead of the well, I want the Basket Maker's Workshop. I would like the extra food. The extra food will let me dump more points into Open Gate. And I've already talked about how it'll let me do something with Sculpture. So second move, build a room here, seems okay. There's also this hoof caregiver card. 1 grain plus 1 food for each cattle on the space. Thing is, I would just be giving a pair of cattle to Bigfoot, which I'm not a big... Actually, I would be giving a pair of cattle to Pain, because Pain might pass up on growing to take them. Or I'd be giving 8 food to Sabosh. Yeah, no, I don't want to I don't want to put a bunch more food into the game. Let's just build a room. So, round 13, round 14, I'm planning on using the craft brewery to turn 2 grain into 2 bonus points and 4 food. So that's 8 food there. I'm gonna need to keep building eating animals in all likelihood. If I grow again next round, I will definitely need more food. Well, actually, it depends. Maybe what I do next round is I play Family Growth Oyster Recipe and then go on fishing. And then I could return a sheep for Open Gate. Because I would like to do that. It's worth points for me to do so. Ooh, Field Watchman. Wow. Latest Field Watchman ever. But I'm very happy to see it. Means I actually get that grain. Pain. Wow. Oh man, when's the last time we saw this card played? It's been a while. It has been a while. Payne playing Tavern. Bigfoot playing Field Watchman round 10. Sabosh builds the well. Not too surprised by that. Just need to make sure that I get the Basket Maker's Workshop, which I will because no one else has to read. Yeah, so if I build the Basket Maker's Workshop here, I can afford to dump a sheep for the Open Gate. This is a weird game. This is such a weird game. And Pain First Action star players or Family Growth, okay. Like, he's got the Lazy Sowman and sowing seems to be good for him, but I guess it's not good in and of itself. Sabosh got a random. Oh, of course, he got a stable from renovating. Yeah, Mining Hammer seems really good. I don't know why it needs to give the food as well, but that's okay. Take the grain. I like Plow Sow, and I like... Oh, you know what? I don't like Family Growth that much. I mostly just like Plow Sow. So should I plow here? Plow seems like it'll be a very low priority action. Let's just take wood. Wood seems like it will be a high priority action. Yeah, that looks okay. I need 4 more wood. to play craft brewery and fence 15. I also have field in hand. So I still have good stuff to do. Round 12, last action will be family growth for me. If I can start player round 12, I will. Cooking hearth extension. Yeah, makes sense for Sabosh to do this. He loves the family growth even without room space. He loves it a large amount. Three wood? Sure, 3 wood. I don't mind giving up 1 point. I can afford to give up 1 point from Cloister Dweller and just fence 14. Because holding 4 animals of one type will be enough. That's enough for 3 points from cattle if I have 4 cattle. And then I can hold sheep in the rest and like 1 boar in the side or something like that. That'll be fine. Think I got slowed down too much. Sabosh has a massive lead. Well, he does have a massive lead compared to, like, he got to round 7 family growth. Like the field doctor into field is that's a really strong combination for sure. What am I doing here? I guess I want to take a clay at some point, but I think I can bartering shack get that instead. I want to build my basket maker's workshop, don't I? Two and 2, feed a reed and 3 food, and open gate a sheep. Sabosh plays potato digger. You have at least 2, 4, 5 unplanted field tiles. You get 3 vegetables. Yikes. Okay, yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Round 7 and round 9 family growth. Yes, yeah, the bride's chair. That's true. Very true. Actually, he got it round 8. You got round 7, round 8 family growth. Yeah, very strong game from Sabosh. Yeah, we'll see what did Payne take over Field Doctor? I don't remember. I don't remember what else there was. I'm doing start player here. I really like I really want to be able to get on the Tauso space. We'll barter shack, return a sheep, grab a wood and a clay. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, we needed round 5 to be family growth in this game to compete with Sabosh, I think. But that's how it goes sometimes. Why did Bigfoot not take Craft Brewery? I have no idea. With Field Watchman, yeah, I have no idea. I am just as confused as you are, Sid. There have been some, let's say, unusual plays this game. Let's plow a field. And last action will be Family Growth Craft Brewery. And then I will first action plow sow round 13. Payne gets a stone oven. Cool. Did Payne first pick or second pick the card that lets you get a point from every unfenced stable? Because his first pick was Forest Reviewer, or maybe we haven't seen his first pick yet. I don't remember if I saw Forest Reviewer or not. We've got Oven Inspector. So, okay, responding to the Stone Oven, we have Oven Inspector for Bigfoot. It's a fine card, and then Wood Expert. That's the wood stuff. Cost a little less for you. Big thing is it's a 2-wood action. Sposh has lots of food. Happy to get the 2 food actions. It's just such an insane combo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Must mean he had some other really good card. He's got Timetable out. Did he take like Mansion or something? But there's no way Mansion is coming out at this point. Am I going to have a 3-point read action in round 14? I hope so. Everyone has enough read to get to a stone house, so I hope so. And Sabosh manages defense 13 here. Yep, that is a GG. Yeah, maybe I'm still rating Field Doctor too low. I mean, I think Part-Time Builder is pretty excellent, but maybe overrating. I just don't like what Field Doctor does to your farm. I just think it forces you into a bad farm, but maybe maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does, or maybe what you give up is not as much as what you gain. Especially in a round 7. To be fair, this was a round 7 family growth game, which Cloister Dweller likes, but my Field Shack or Woodshed does not like. Two boar from Sabosh, of course, no surprise. So I will. I'll take the cattle if they come to me. It's actually just very good if you have a second family growth without option. That's true. So if you get something like Country Doctor or whatever, for sure, I agree with that. Clay Exchange passed to me. I don't care for it. I'm happy to take 2 cattle here. Eat a sheep. Then I just need to make sure I get to on fencing, which I should be able to with one of my next 2 actions. Oh, that's cute. Timetable pays for the read from fencing, or for Clay Exchange, so Clay Exchange is just straight up a +3 clay action, which is fun. Also, if he passed it, Bigfoot just wins with Field Watchman and Field Doctor. Yeah, that's true. But we've seen an unusual Field Doctor play here, or Field Watcher play here. So who knows? Who knows what Bigfoot would have done? Who knows? Sculpture has to come out this round if I want to play it. So that would mean fence into Major Minor Sculpture. Payne plays clay deposit on Reno. Sure. It's not really doing anything for... I guess he doesn't mind building the pottery. No, pottery's gone. Who got the pottery? Oh, Payne did. Yeah, okay. Payne with the pottery. Playing clay deposit. Sure, makes sense. Get my fencing out. I guess with soldier, there is a line I could consider here where I keep 3 wood behind and play soldier. But I don't think that's likely to be worth it, not compared to the value of holding animals. Holding more types of animals is good. Field Doctor is a 3, more than 3.5 power card. Oh, I think I looked at it in my last video where I checked the draft stats. I think it's like 4.2. Now it's picked on average in position like 2.5. But yeah, I think it's like a 4.2 power card, which is really outstanding. So Bigfoot, he wants plow sow, right? So what actions am I getting next round? Is there anything really exceptional for me? I don't think so. So I think sculpture here is fine. The only problem with sculpture is I'm not able to breed because craft brewery only gets me 4 food and I need 8. So that means I have to eat something else, which is probably going to be a sheep. But I do get a sheep back when I play Cloister Dweller. So I could do that. Oh, never mind. I can eat reed. I totally forgot about that. Oh, maybe I should play an occupation here. Get another sheep. No. It's only a 1 point different from oyster. I think it's fine. So 2G brewery food reed. So I harvest 1 from here, 1 from here. Minus a food, minus a reed. Then I breed my sheep, breed my cattle, and then I can eat a sheep and turn 1 to the open gate. And eat a reed. And do the brewery combo thing. Looks fine. I'm going to have a really respectable score, but yeah, it doesn't have the... Sabosh is going to get into the 50s. And like I might be 50, but Sabosh will be like 53, 54. So I don't think I can touch that. But I'm pretty sure I'm beating the others. Ooh, okay. So Bigfoot got Stable Architect with those 4 stables coming out there. So that means Bigfoot and I are competing for the occupation space. And have we seen Payne's first pick yet? Yeah, I don't think so. Have we seen Sabosh's first pick yet? Maybe? I didn't see... I did see Field Overseer. I didn't see Potato Digger. So Sabosh had 2 packs to pick from that I didn't see. And they were his first 2 picks. So they were pretty high value, theoretically. So actually a bunch of us might be going for occupation at the end here. So I might need to first action play Cloister Dweller. Because that's far and away my best action. What are we waiting on here? Oh, the slurry actually lets him sow. Newborn animals of at least 2 types, you get a sow action. But it's in the breeding phase, so you don't get to harvest them until the following harvest. Did I see Field Doctor? Yep. Yeah, I passed Field Doctor. I took Part-Time Builder over it. I don't like Field Doctor at all. I think what I've seen is I've seen the swings on it. I've seen it be so overrated that people were swinging for the fences for it every time. I think if I do this, there's a reasonable chance Family Growth comes back to me, and Family Growth is the next best action for me. I get a sheet. Sculpture counted in my score? Yep, it is. Cool. Woodshed and Field Doctor is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the thing for me is, yeah, the Family Growth even without rune cards are so good that you almost never get them passed to you. And then if you're first picking Field Doctor and not getting one of those, like if especially on round 5, round 6 Family Growth, like I don't think Field Doctor is a winner. Especially because there's lots of reasons to want to plow anyways, so why did he do that? Oh, Lazy Sowman. That's fun. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. So he fills up his farm doing that. Great. I love it. I love it. Oh, Sabosh did Family Growth. Too bad. That's okay. That means I get bored. Bigfoot plays Stable Architect. So these two don't have a big end of the game occupation to swing out, which I thought they would. So my last 3 actions, vegetable. My last 2 actions, vegetable and reed. Pretty sure. Vegetable's not worth anything for anyone else. It's only 1 point for Bigfoot. Which I guess, considering the fact that he has slurry, is something, but no, he's got a cooking hearth. He's gonna eat his sheep probably. Or get on bake his grain. So Payne has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 field farm. Which is pretty ridiculous, having a 9 field farm. Yep, that's something else. So, yeah, if I don't get... there should be no reason that the reed and the vegetable are not coming back. Unless someone sees me as a threat and deliberately blocks an action from me. But I think I have to hope that the game is so contested that there's no clear clear block action like that. So Bosch does need food, so I'm pretty sure him using an action to block me would not be good for him. He does have the cooking hearth extension. Oh, that's why it's a 3-word card. We just don't see the 3rd word. It's weird. Veggie. 2-point veggie. So I'm eating 2 sheep, putting 1 to the open gate, and then converting grain. Oh, so I only need to eat 1 sheep. So the open gate is not actually worth any points. So I'm eating 1 sheep, a reed, and the wood, the combo, the grain that lets me turn grain into stuff. What I'll do is I'll put a marker on open gate and then keep the point symbol separate. I can do it that way. Alright. RH. 4 food from 2 grain. So harvest, -1, -1. Yeah, pain. Yeah. Well, I definitely have 43 beat. Let's take a look at what it is. 36 plus 11 looks like 47 from me. Sabosh at 50. Yeah, so lower than I was expecting. I'm only 3 points off. Raw grain is enough. Don't eat sheep. Oh, that's a good point. So I score 48. So only 2 points off the win. So I'm not unhappy with that at all. Not unhappy with that at all, considering I think a couple things did not go my way here. I think it was a pretty well-crafted game, but just didn't quite come together. Only 2 points off, considering how dominant the field doctor into bride chair was. It was a very, very close game. Yeah, and imagine if Sabosh doesn't get start player as much as he did. Like the family father, I guess we denied his family father the 3rd time. But yeah, the fact that the family father works on the bride's chair is just like really silly. Really silly. Yeah, freshman's. Yeah, I'll have to go. I'll have to look at it. Alright, let's put in my 2 cents on here. Haberdasher. Where's this search doesn't work as reliably as you might hope. Haberdasher. I want the link for it. So I'm just gonna put this post in quick and make my case, and then I'll go over the draft quickly. Because yeah, seems like not a good ruling. I get what Sid was saying. Like it frees up the family growth queue, which is good for me. I just don't think it makes sense. Haberdasher. Where is this card? Show me. There it is. I don't know why that took so long. I should double check that I have my wording right here. New rule. Okay, so people say for our tournament, for both cards, you can only place your peep if you can legally do one of the two actions. Yeah, that looks fine. Here's an example with freshman. I have a field and a vegetable, but no oven, no grain. I place field and a bacon, so I choose to play an occupation and sow nothing because I decline my bake action. Here's another example with freshman. I have no grain, I buy an oven. Oven gives me a bake action, I decline it and play an occupation. Looks fine. But then Chris came back and said, placing a person and occupying an action space with a person means taking a person moving on to an action space. This does not include taking the actions provided by the action space. So placing a person and taking the action are two separate things. Using an action space, however, always means first placing a person, then taking at least one action provided by the action space, or taking a replacement action. I'm gonna have to look over this, but I think it just seems bad. Like, why, if placing a person and using an action space are two different things, what's stopping you from placing a person to block when you can't legally use the space? Oh, I don't want to quote, I just want to modify. Anyways, Sid says, right? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. So let's take a quick look at that draft. Haberdasher, I don't care about it anymore. 329969. So, Wood Expert. Oh, I did see Field Doctor. I saw Field Doctor second, and it's 4.4 power. Okay, So I took Part-Time Builder over Chief. I totally forgot about Chief. That was waiting to come out at the end. So we've got Chief here from Sabosh. Wood Expert, power 4.5. Wow. I guess it's drafted 4th generally, so it means it's being very undervalued. But Chief showing to be quite a bit stronger than Part-Time Builder. I really like Part-Time Builder. I'm surprised that it's not stronger than it is. So we've got Cloister Dweller, of course. So Field Doctor at 4.4 power. So Field Doctor is stronger than Cloister Dweller, but it's not. This pick is not as clear cut as I thought it was going to be. I did not Field Doctor over Part-Time Builder. I took Part-Time Builder over Chief and Wood Expert. Village Druid, sure. Hoof Caregiver. All these cards were bad. Yeah, the rest of the packs I think are not that impactful. Grain Speculator coming to me when it does was kind of crazy. I took Woodshed, which is only power 2. Not really that good. But of course, passing Woodshed to the Field Doctor would have been game losing. Dragonfly Pond at 3.7 is incredibly high. I guess the ability to get one of the first 2 actions in round 3 is really strong. Or round 2, plus 2 food. Because you get the 2 food before that first harvest, which is huge. Plus you get first action, which is either Reedstone food or free occupation or 2 reed in round 2 or round 3. Which is an excellent sequence of actions for yourself. It took Open Gate over Sofa. So Sofa powered a lot higher than Open Gate. I guess it gives 4 points. It enables 2-room strategies quite a bit. Craft Brewery at 3.3. Yeah, some weird mining. Yeah, so Mining Hammer at 3.1. Like, holy! Can't believe it got around as far as it did. I think I have to look at Sabosh's pack just to see how bad some of these picks were. Yeah, so this was probably a mistake. Even though I'm planning on playing Woodshed, passing a card like Mining Hammer. I guess I thought Pain would take it. So did Pain take Brickyard? What did Pain take? Like, I was only 2 points off, so Sabosh didn't have my final score right. I'm gonna change it. Just because I like having the final scores be right. I was only 2 points off the win, which is really sad, considering what could have been. What am I looking at? I'm looking at to see what Pain drafted. So first pick Forest Reviewer. I mean, I get it. Forest Reviewer has a neat effect, gives you a bunch of read. Even though there are 2 other cards that are powered higher. Chief, sure, yeah. So Stonecutter here over Field Doctor and Grain Speculator. I'm guessing the way he's looking at this is he's got Chief in hand, Big Stone House. Field Doctor is like anti-combo with Forest Reviewer, and of course with Chief. So yeah, that's how Field Doctor got passed to the 4th person. Yep, no, that makes sense. I get it, for sure. Lazy Soman, yeah, power 1.1. Makes sense that it's that low. Because you look at what Pain did in this game, it definitely did not work for him. And then he did take Village Elder, he just didn't play it. Okay, yeah, and I don't need to criticize his minor improvements. It was just kind of it was just one of those games where things sort of broke right. So I hope Sabosh first picks Bridal Chair. Yeah, he did. First pick bride's chair. Okay. Yeah, not too much we can do about that. So, looks like Bigfoot took bed in the grain field over craft brewery. So thinking bed in the grain field is like turn a grain field into a room, I think. Something like that. Which is a strong effect, but card like craft brewery with field doctor in hand, or with field watchman in hand is just like, it seems like a slam dunk to me. And he took this was a really intelligent pick by Savosh, taking Pine Forest, saying I'm gonna ignore wood in the early part of the game, and Pine Forest is gonna provide me with some nice wood, which was nice, nicely done by him. Yeah, Savosh played the game well. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Certainly going to be all from me for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah, I think tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, or I'll be back on Saturday. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit me up with that excellent dopamine responses with the dopamine, right? Yeah, give me that nice dopamine response when I see your nice comments. I've actually been getting a couple, like on average, like even though it's only 1 or 2 comments on the videos, it's definitely encouraging for me, and I've been reading all of them and trying to respond where responses are appropriate, I think. But yeah, so yeah, do that. If you've gotten to the end of the video, leave a comment, and I appreciate it. Definitely, it encourages me to do this more often, because it's more fun when I interact with you guys. Like, I enjoy playing the game, but the streaming part is like a little bit kind of extra work. So then getting the payback for that work by like interacting with you guys is fun. So yeah, it's nice to know that these are being watched. So yes, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you guys. I'll be back tomorrow or Saturday. See ya.